Hello, my name is Michelle Fondin, and I'm the author of The Wheel of Healing with Ayurveda, an easy guide to a healthy lifestyle. And welcome to Ayurveda Answers. Today we're going to talk about the Vata Dosha and how to balance the Vata Dosha, especially in the winter time. You know, winter, especially in the Northern Hemisphere right now, it's winter. And this season can be cold and dry. And so Vata is comprised of the two elements of space and air, so Akasha and Vayu. So when you think about the element of space, we think about the wide, vast, open space, but there's also space within each room. There is space between your cells, and the second element is air, Vayu. And so air is circulating all throughout. We breathe in and breathe out every single moment of every day from the time we are born and we take our first inhalation until the time we die and take our last exhalation. So if you are a Vata type, meaning that you are comprised primarily of air and space, then you might be experiencing some Vata imbalances, especially in this winter season. So if you look outside, everything is dry outside. So by now in the winter time, the leaves have fallen from the trees. The grass is maybe brown and dried out. All the flowers are gone, all the leaves are gone. Everything is crunchy and dry. The air is even dry. And if you look at your hands are probably dry. Your lips are cracked and you need to put some moisturizer on your lips. Your hair might be very dry. Your hands and feet might be extremely cold because the qualities of air and space are also cold and dry. So if you think about it, that the qualities that you possess as a Vata type are going to equal the qualities that are going to be mirroring this winter weather. So you do not need more of what you already have. As a Vata type, you already have a significant amount of air and space within you. The other three elements, so we have space, air, fire, water, and earth. So that doesn't mean that you don't have those other elements within you as a Vata type. It just means that air and space are highly elevated in your body, in your mind, and it just depends. You could have two Vata types together and they could look a little bit different because maybe one has a more Vata mind and the other one has a more Vata body. And so it doesn't look exactly the same. But one thing is for certain is that when Vata is increased, then imbalances increase. When imbalances increase, then symptoms increase. Does that make sense to you? So it's not surprising that in the wintertime, your hands are more dry, your skin is just drier, your lips are dry, your hair is maybe cracked and brittle. Your eyes might even be drier. If you wear contact lenses, you might notice that you need to lubricate those contacts on a more frequent basis. Your bowels will get dry. The seat of Vata is in the colon. And so you might notice that you might have increased constipation. You might have higher gassiness. So the gassiness, of course, is the higher air quality. I know it's not so pleasant to talk about, but that is the elevated air quality. In order to rebalance and maintain balance in your body and to feel better overall, it's important to take measures which are going to lower the qualities of air and space in your mind-body type. So there are many ways in which you can achieve this, in which you can do this, but you just need the awareness that you can do it. I live in a colder climate. It seems warmer compared to other parts of my country. I'm in the United States. However, it's been really cold in the past few weeks, and so I've been experiencing a lot more Vata type symptoms. Vata is my primary dosha, Pitta is my secondary dosha, and Kapha is my third dosha. So I have a lot less Kapha in my mind-body type than Vata or Pitta. So for me, I'm having to moisturize my skin a lot more. One thing that you can do to moisturize your skin is use organic sesame oil. Organic sesame oil is a really good massage oil. Sesame oil has a lot of healing properties and healing qualities within it. I can show you in the next video how to do an abhyanga, which is a self-administered oil massage, and we can do that in the video together. But sesame oil, you can heat it up. It has a nice property in order to heat it. No, we're not talking about cooking oil here. We're talking about massage grade oil. So if you pull your Chinese sesame cooking oil it might have a lot more odor and it might not have the properties that you need to heal the body. It's also very detoxifying. It's bacterial static and it's viral static, so it's really good for you. The second thing that Vata types tend to experience is constipation. Now, you can do a lot of things for constipation. You can eat a diet higher in fruits and vegetables. That's a good way to relieve yourself from the discomfort of constipation. Eating whole grains, staying away from processed and refined sugars and flours, great ways. Increasing the fiber intake. However, when Vatas tend to increase the fiber intake a lot, they do tend more toward gassiness, and that's another wonderful quality of being a Vata type. Triphala is an ancient Ayurvedic formula comprised of 3 rejuvenative herbs, amlaki, bibitaki, and harataki. I like the formula as is. I tend to like Banyan botanicals. I'm not endorsing them in any way. I just happen to like their formula. You can take Triphala at night with a warm glass of water, 1 or 2 tablets with a warm glass of water, and that can really assist you and help move your bowels in the morning. And as unpleasant as it sounds, it's good to have release from this common discomfort of Vata. The next thing you can do is make sure that you're scraping your tongue in the morning with a tongue scraper. I like stainless steel tongue scrapers. You can use that. And in the morning, it helps the gastrocolic reflex, meaning that it's going to help you move your bowels in the morning. You always want to drink water at room temperature or slightly higher than room temperature. So you want it to be warm to hot, especially if you're a Vata type. In the winter, I would highly recommend just drinking hot water all day. If you can, go ahead and just drink hot water. You can also opt to drink a Vata tea with Vata balancing herbs, and that's going to help to regain balance. And you can sip Vata tea throughout the day. There isn't any caffeine in Vata tea. There are Ayurvedic herbs or cooking herbs in Vata tea. So things like cardamom, cinnamon, ginger. Vata tea is a great way to help balance your Vata dosha. Now, another way Vata can be balanced is by maintaining a routine. Vata types tend to be very erratic in their routines. So you want to make sure that you're getting up at the same time each day, going to sleep at the same time each night, and that you're eating consistently throughout the day. Often Vata types with their creative nature tend to get very distracted, and so they might get absorbed into a project early in the morning and they might not remember to eat until like 2 p.m. So not eating or not eating on time can increase the space and air qualities, and so get you further out of balance as a Vata type. So you want to make sure that you're on schedule, that you are eating and sleeping at consistent times each and every day, and that you are drinking warm water or hot water, and that you're drinking Vata tea throughout the day. Another thing that Vata types, if you find that you're really going out of balance, make sure you're staying away from caffeine. Caffeine is a diuretic. It's going to draw the moisture out of your body. It's going to make you urinate more. It's going to make your skin drier and your body drier. So just staying away from that caffeine will be able to help you rebalance your Vata. Next, let's talk a little bit about food. There are 6 tastes in Ayurveda: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, pungent, and astringent. Vata types tend to need more of the sweet, sour, and salty taste. And when we say sweet, we're not really talking about sugar and candy and sweets. We're talking about macronutrients. So if you think about your carbohydrates, your fats, your proteins, most of those have a baseline taste of sweet, versus your green leafy vegetables have a more bitter and astringent taste. So it's not saying that Vata types should not eat green leafy vegetables. It's just saying that if you are going to cook up some broccoli, some asparagus, some zucchini, that you do so with some oil. So you want that oily quality in that to bring that sweet fat taste into your diet. So you don't want to steam your vegetables. It's better to lightly saute them. You want to eat your food warm rather than eating cold salads. So you want to keep the Vata warm, and so dress in layers. You want to make sure that you have adequate layers on so that if you do get warm, you can take off just a layer, but Layering will help to keep you warm too. From harsh environments, Vata types tend to be very nervous and anxious all the time. So especially when the air and space qualities tend to go up, then anxiety and maybe even insomnia tend to be a problem for Vata types. So make sure you're in nurturing environments, like take a yoga class, do some meditation daily, stay around people that are supportive and loving rather than people that are harsh critics. And so those are just a few ways in which you can nurture yourself to rebalance your Vata. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again in Ayurveda Answers. Namaste.